Hello everyone, I am going to talk about the content-based instruction. The main goal of this method is to learn about something rather than learning about a language. This method lets teachers teach English but not as a language. You can teach math, arts, science, or chemistry, but the students won't know you are teaching them vocabulary as a literal thing. You are teaching them a subject through a language. So we're going to see a little bit about this while you watch this video. This is going to be our class. When you try this content-based instruction, you do 2 for 1, knowledge and language skills. In this method, students can develop their own skills. You can let your students experiment while they learn. Also, students can gain thinking skills. When you talk about explicit or direct instruction, you're talking most of it about vocabulary lists or directly like literature or phrases and things like that. When you talk about implicit instruction, your students learn more by practicing the language than by having grammar and vocabulary directly given to them. This is a method that you can use because you don't have to teach them grammar. You just have to teach them some other subject while you teach them English. When you use the instruction, your focus is going to be on the topic rather than on a specific aspects of the target language. In this method, students learn by the language by using it to learn about a topic of interest to them. So what you are going to apply to students is to practice a language while you teach. You have to let your students imagine, let them practice and discover their own things. Don't tell them what they have to do really in grammatically. Just let them experiment while they learn. Okay, so today we're going to see about natural science as the heart of a human, also animals and plants. So you can see how can you apply all of this while you're teaching a language. But don't worry, we're not going to just see about animals and science. We're going to also check some art and what can you do with students so they can learn and have fun. Okay, when you want to teach science class, you can let students choose what animal they like. So one of the options or activities you can do with them is to tell them to bring their own pet to the class. As I can show, I have my dog, and what I love to do with my dog is to play with him. I like to take him outside and let him run when we go to the lake because I know he has fun. I like dogs because they like to play with their because they like to play with their owners. And also, if you want to talk about the heart of a human, you can just tell students, okay, what do you think about the heart? where is it situated or located, and they will show you in their own bodies where they can find their heart. And you can also tell them how does it work. And you can tell them like the heart receives oxygen and it pumps it to all the body while it sends blood to all the body. So the other thing about natural science is that you can use plants also. You can tell your students to bring a bean or any plant they want to show or any plant they want to grow. So you can also tell them to watch each day what's the change that plant has showed. So they can be writing on their notebook, and that's the way how you are teaching them grammar. And while you teach them grammar, you can check if they are writing good or not. And you can tell them also to pass to the front and to explain their classmates what process had their own plant during like a week. And that's one of the activities. Also, if you want to teach them art, you can some colors and showing them the primary colors, which are blue, red, and yellow. That's the way you're already telling them some colors, the names of the colors. And now we can do some we can mix up some of them to make another color. Okay, so you can tell your students to put some of the yellow color in one of the tabs and take some of the blue and ask them, what color do you think is it going to come up with this mix? And they can tell you many colors like purple or blue or I don't know. But when you mix it up, you're going to show them. And you ask them again, what color do you see here? And they are going to tell you it's going to be a green one. Then you can tell them to what other color do they want to mix. And you can start mixing up like blue again, some red, and you can ask them what color is this one and tell them that if they tell you many other colors, it is not the color that you have mixed here. And this is the purple color. So now you can tell them to mix up yellow and a little bit of red. And you'll make a different color. In this case, it's going to be orange. Through this, you can also tell students that they can start making a list of what fruits do they like that have these kinds of colors. Like with this one, you can find the orange. And with green, you can find the pear or lemon, you can also tell them. And with purple, you can use grapes or eggplant. There are many things you can do with your students. So there are many activities that you can use with your students. And that's how this method can be used. Thank you for your attention.